Wait. Wait a minute, this isn't Warframe Wednesday. What's going on here? What kind of nonsense is this? Why, this is false advertising. You're playing against the Storm. It's true, playing against the Storm, and you know why? Because the new DLC is out and I'm eager to play it, because it's a great game and I love it. And I'm gonna play in the new biome again, because I need to get used to it. So yeah, we're going all the way over here to the Flooded Mines. Hostility does not grow with each passing year. That is a fantastic excuse for an extremely long game, which I'm going to just go ahead and go for. Yeah, so going back to the Coastal Grove, I looked in the deeds section, and yeah, there is an achievement for getting the Homestead and the Rainpunk Foundry as blueprints in the Coastal Grove, which means I assume they're legendary blueprint drops. So, like, I kind of want to play a long game and try to get those. It's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't know how well it'll work, but I'm gonna try. So yeah, going with a nice cheap small. Yes, now you can sleep. Oh, good. I'm glad I could provide that benefit for you, Titus. I'm going with a small farm and a bunch of extra villagers. We start with +1 villagers now, which is pretty neat. So we're gonna start with a nice healthy 12 people. As for the last 4, I could just take a forager's camp. I feel like extra food would be a lot more helpful at the end of the day. But I really like blueprints also. So I'm gonna do that. The end. So yeah, let's freaking go. Beavers and frogs today. It shall be lovely. We'll get good wood chopping and more practice with a new race. Alright, what do we got? Got a little fish pond, which I should probably gather from without bait. I should not have a repeat of last time, especially given that I have no starting food. Shouldn't be risking that. Started to play against the Storm again. played my VODs for the sleep. Well, you know, I'm glad you get used out of them. That's what they're there for. Anywho, let's see what our first blueprints are gonna be. Furnace, grill, granary, and forum. What's our, like, Uber foods this run? Because there kind of isn't any. The only overlap we've really got is paste for the harpies and the frogs. Everyone else just kind of wants their own thing, which is a little annoying. The furnace doesn't make bricks anymore. What? No! But bricks, though. But I liked the bricks. Oh no. Yeah, you don't actually get to join the town until I unpause the game, just so you know. Ah, that sucks. And nobody eats skewers, so the grill is like, kind of bleh. I guess I'll take the granary. Pickle goods, fabrics, packs of crops, those would all be helpful. Furnace is very tempting. We do eat pie, but not enough. Put our fishing hut, the plantation, and the furnace rears. I just told you guys no. Thinking the plantation here, then I can basically make anything I want. Sounds fine to me. And then we run into this. Don't remember what building it was. One that's bricks, flour, and copper bars. No, it wasn't flour. It was it was bricks. It was, yeah. Gorsh. These are sure choices I've been presented with. Wine would be pretty good for what we have going on here. Probably want to lean into wine and education if I do anything with services. Smelter was also interesting. Opening up copper bars is not crazy, especially with how much copper you usually get from clay pits. Tool shop is also very tempting because boots would be very useful. Plus the tools and pipes would be great. I mean, the tool shop is just like a top tier building in my opinion. It's kind of rough to use it without any metal to speak of, unfortunately, so I kind of like feel like I need the smelter first, but I don't know, man. This is a bit of a rough one. Oop. Didn't need to unpause it, actually. Let's drop some woodcutting camps. And also, look at the layout. Throw some beavers on here. That'll be lovely. Okay, we're not surrounded by nothing but tiny glades this time, so that's good. It's not a giant lake, it's more of an inland river than anything else. And we finally have some groves nearby. Some big groves. Much different than last time. I don't have to like chop in a line towards the first dangerous glade. It's just covered up by two separate other glades. It's lovely. I'm feeling like if I don't get fish right away, we're all gonna starve to death, so let's get that a-rollin'. Put down the workstation, put down the stonecutter camp. We'll get the granary built at some point. We'll need a harpy house so they're not completely upset too. But apart from that, I think we're pretty good to go, I suppose. It's not good to go. Hey, there you go. Now you're on the council. Oh god, that's so convenient to put beavers on like, hey, build this woodcutter camp, and then they start working it. I can finally unwire my brain to be like, oh, the camps are built, quick, pause and man the camps as fast as you can. Yeah, it's a nice change. Appreciate that. Anything that gives me less micromanagement is good. Let's see. I will need frog houses if I want to shelter everybody. So I will need to make at least the one. And I have enough cloth for a decent harpy house. May as well. What is this? Book of Water? When was this unlocked? All recipes using rainwater has a 5% higher chance of producing double yields with every 60 fish, scale, or algae produced. Recipes using rainwater. Huh. I assume that doesn't count if you juice up the building and use rainwater to speed it up. So, like, what is that? Crystallized dew, porridge. That's kind of close to all of it. I guess amber. You can technically make amber. Oh yeah, tea. You're right, tea. And incense takes water? Incense does not take water. Tea, though, does take water. So it's tea, dew, amber. Paste doesn't take water, right? No. And porridge. That's really specific. I wonder if that counts the greenhouse and the clay pit. Because if that was the case, that would actually be kind of crazy. Because, like, you'd eventually get, like, an absurd amount of double yields from the clay pit and greenhouse using this. It's tempting to pick up just to test that out, but I've already got, like, a plantation and a small farm, so the greenhouse would be kind of, it'd be kind of superfluous. Don't need it. Blue brick thing? Yeah, crystallized do. Trade logs is certainly fine. Not exactly my ideal first pickup. I'd rather something that helps early game a lot more. These are good. All these are pretty great. There's no meat gathering nodes on the map, so meat specialization is a lot weaker. Almost useless, in fact. Reinforced axes is never bad. More wood, more better. Farming tools, also very good. Tough choice. Flame amulet's also kind of tempting. It messes up. The only reason I don't take 8 flame amulets more is that it messes up my instinct, where I'm like, oh, I can just pull my woodcutters and that'll drop me 120 hostility, and this is like, nope, only drops you 6 hostility now, buckaroo. And I'm like, oh, right, shoot. So to avoid that, I usually don't take flame amulets. Both of these are really strong. Reinforced axes helps now, though. So I'll take what helps now. Okay, small fishing hut now exists. I'm gonna drop a frog in there. I feel like we're going to need to fish this out pretty quickly. Because if we don't, might end up in a wee spot of bother, a touch of trouble, a piquant of peril. Okay, let's cap this at 3. I guess we kind of have to use algae because that's the only fabric we have access to. Bricks is made out of clay. We'll make 10 of this, I guess. Let's get the harpy working on it, I guess. Yeah. Make us some planks. We needs them. Speaking of things we need, let's check our orders. Blue metal or hydraulics, both of which take metal I don't have, nor have the ability to produce. Hydraulics is like, I don't think I'm gonna get either of these done anytime soon, so I'm gonna take hydraulics just because it's better long term, makes us more efficient with the metal, brings in just as many parts. It's fine. Meat lover. Harpies do eat jerky, and there are bugs on the map, which makes the +1 to bugs a lot stronger. Cyst cultivation, though, is really, really good. Doubling your purging fire production saves you a truckload of wood, and the hearth resistance makes everything a lot more comfortable when the blight hits. The Collegium. Keep frog resolve above 20, and for that, you get a small group of frogs and some parts. Alternately, turn in some bricks and some camps for some clay reeds and parts. Interesting. How tough is it to get frogs happy? Current resolve is 6. What is your base resolve anyway? I never memorized that. Hit the encyclopedia then. Frogos, what is thy base resolve? 10. Okay. So 10 base resolve. Give them good housing for a +5. And then favor them for Another +5 would get us to 20. Minor issue with that is our high hostility from having too many people. I can pull woodcutters to get down to 1, so I need 2 kind of stray global resolve, which means I'd have to upgrade the hearth twice. Alternately, get them, like, some good food or something else. Not guaranteed, is what I'm saying. Camps is a lot more guaranteed. It's a tough choice, though. I don't think I can, like, do either of these particularly easily. Maybe the camps... The camps could get done relatively easily. I kind of want the Collegium just for the food, but I feel like by the time I manage to get to 20 frog resolve, we're going to either be past the point where I'm worried about food or dead. So maybe I just take camps. I just don't like it because turning in all those early bricks sucks. I need them. I need them to build my town. Just take the Collegium. I want to try to see if I can squeeze out 30 frogs this game, just to get that deed. But, you know, it is what it is. What do we got in here, by the way? A herbalist camp. Interesting. We probably want to break into there, like, pretty darn quick. We will need to definitely gather more food than we're gathering, which is 0 right now. So yeah, that feels important. Could just queue up a beaver house or 2, I suppose. Not using our planks for much else. Granted, I do want the granary up before anything else. Let's make sure our fabric and planks get allocated to that. Someone else in the current workstation, because we need the building materials faster? Yeah, that makes sense to me. Hey, I guess this is what we're rolling with. How are we doing on the Strider port, by the way? No, nothing for any of the foodstuffs. Unfortunate. We have fish. I can hold people from eating roots, which we occasionally get from the clay deposit. Maybe we can scrape together just enough roots to send out an early expedition. Go with industry this time. Yeah. And hopefully we collect enough fish. This can be eaten raw, right? Yeah, they can be eaten raw. Good. Makes sense. Sushi's a thing, after all. Very tempted to pull a woodcutter to get some building done, but, you know, the important buildings aren't going to be done until I get this stuff. How much does this take? 3. We actually have the cloth for it, so... maybe I order that delivered. We can get the granary built, get much better fabric production. At the very least. Definitely want to find some fertile ground as soon as possible as well. But one thing at a time. Such nice music they got here. I'm loving the little details they added in. How much clay are we sitting on? 12 in storage, 10 in the workstation. That's enough for the frog houses, I guess. Maybe we can pull you, put you in the workstation, get you working on that. We leave ourselves with one builder. One frog-delicious builder who's frog-tastic. And a frog. Put down some benches, some hearth upgrades. Still need more housing, but, you know, we're working on it. It'll get there. Just be patient. Ah, the newcomers have arrived. Who do I want? Kind of 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, honestly. Getting a nice even amount. I mean, this puts me up to an even amount of frogs and harpies, and that feels better. I don't know if it is better, but it feels better. And isn't that what's important at the end of the day? How things feel instead of how they are. Of course that's the case. It's a pity the fishing pond can't be like the ocean, but I get it. Game balance. But it does kind of feel weird that you can't fish in the ocean. I think that would be cool to set up a little fishing dock on the edge of the the map, and you get to just fish in the ocean as a free, slow source of food. Because on most maps, it's tough to get to the ocean, but, you know, this would be a little bonus to doing the new Seaside Grove map, where you get a initial source of renewable food. Maybe I'm just wishing for nonsense. I don't know. I never looked at the forest mysteries, did I? Time between breaks has increased during drizzle. That's lovely. People are slowed without housing. People destroy their yield. Ew. Greater threat is truly awful, and vassal tax is also pretty darn bad. That sucks. Don't like that at all. Resolve has gone up for everybody. Can I squeeze in woodcutting? Sort of. The frogs lose resolve at a medium pace apparently, so like, I guess now's as good a time as any to like test how slow / fast that really is. It's not mega fast or mega slow. It allows some minor resolve juggling. It's not nothing. This room's pretty much over. I should break into a glade. In fact, I should break into two, because this one's in the way. So let's do that. Year 2 already. It comes so fast. Doesn't feel like I'm doing much trading this game. Let's open up an order or two, see what we're looking towards. Herbalist Trial. There's no mushrooms on the map, so that sure seems impossible. Tragically. Would have loved the Alchemist Hut. But it's impossible. Creative Bricks is like, okay. Probably just want to take the Wildfire Essence. This is gonna be really hard to do, but I'll take it for the Wildfire Essence anyway. 65 mushrooms or luxury packs. Boy, neither of those are ever getting done. I guess the millstone's like nice or whatever. +2 to coats would be nice. I do want to make coats at some point, but I don't know where I'm getting any of the mushrooms from. I also don't know where I'm getting the luxury get packs from. This is a little rough. Gotta give me something I can do, game. Tough choice. Which gamble am I going to gamble on? Luxury goods, maybe? I don't know. I almost want to flip a coin. Let's take Harpy Influx. 2 people wear coats, +2 to coats can't possibly be bad. Family Gratitude ain't bad. I could get a little bit of resolve from favoring the Harpies for a bit. That would give me some water skins, that would give me options. Flip resolve every time you sell amber is kind of meh. Hostility reduction is not bad, but we don't really use Rainpunk much right now. +5 to global resolve is like... I don't like Expedition very much. It's a really nice morale boost, that's for sure. And it can like get you some reputation points during the off season, which is sweet. Like, minor problem though is that like I feel like I really need the resolve during the storm so people don't leave, and the Expedition buff doesn't last through the storm. And you generally don't want to open too many glades during the storm, because they're dangerous. So reroll. Borrowed Time? What's this one? The Queen looks more favorably upon a city represented by distinguished ambassadors. Each fully upgraded house grants you 10 seconds of grace period after the Queen's impatience reaches its maximum threshold. Okay, I like it, but ideally that never gets used. Come on, game. I need something here. Fedora hat's not terrible. Free samples is okay too. None of them really fit what I want to do here. But we'll take something. Oh yeah, far left. What did you bring me? You brought me some metal. I could make some pipes out of that. Tempting. I'll get back to you. How many would I need? I'd need 9. 9 metal. Hello, River Kelpie. Well, we've got some algae at least. I guess we feed you that. Don't have any rocks or training gear to banish him. Don't have any metal for tools. Yeah, not much I can do with that. You and who else? 3 charges left on this thing? Yeah, you two. Go take care of the Kelpie. Get the herbalist camp soon enough. Big root deposit is actually really great to see, though. I started with an upgraded forger's camp after all. So that should provide us quite a bit of food and some resin to boot. That's excellent to see. I could make a farm or a plantation. Probably just want to stick with the plantation, start growing 2-star food, because that's, you know, enough. 2 stars enough to be like sustainable. So I like that. He's good. He's good, we like it. Okay. So we got all we need for the Kelpie. Question is, can I reasonably afford 9 copper bars? Just transmute copper ore into bars via trade. How much wood would this take? Half of it? I'm not thrilled, but I think that is worth it to get an order done. Almost certainly, yeah. Alright. Oh boy, a free ban. Thanks, Automod. Let's do it. Tired of hemming and hawing. How many pipes do we have? We have 22. Which means I will need to tell them to make 28. Just gotta remember to tell them to not make 28 later on. So that is a somewhat excessive amount. What do we get here? 2 fish ponds, wow. And a drizzle geyser, which we will be very happily pumping up. We've also got a small encampment. I do want to be a little careful about bringing people in. I want the newcomers to trickle in pretty steadily. Maybe just send these guys to the Citadel, honestly. I think we can send them to the Citadel dishonestly, in fact. That's how much I want to send them to the Citadel. We didn't find any reeds, unfortunately. I was quietly hoping we would get that because algae is much more useful than mere fodder for fabric. Farleth is leaving. I think we say goodbye because we don't need much of anything else from him right now. Seems fine to me. Pond is now completely fished out. scout is charmed. How is a scout charmed? Oh, it's the guy in the encampment. Yeah, that makes sense. That sucks. Sorta hoping that would keep going. But I guess not. That is the downside to the River Kelpie. How are we doing on this stuff? We got plenty of both. Alright, let's... You start loading that up, and we'll start an expedition right away. Guess we just fast forward because we're just waiting around for people to do stuff. We'll get our builder back once the Strider port is stocked fully. Craftsman and a woodcutter. Could be worse. Fishing hut is now idle. Fine by me. We've got more fish over here. Go get them. How many fish did we get from that pond anyway? 80. That's a good amount. It's a very comfortable amount. Can be happy with that one. Okay. We can also upgrade the hearth, so let's go ahead and do that. These here... Be like squeeze in a little park next to it. I can get down with it. Pipes, bugs. I think I need the building materials more than anything right now. Wouldn't mind 3 extra people. It's a lot of more hostility, but I've made worse decisions. And that's a perfectly good excuse. Let me get back to the stone cutting. You could go ahead and rebuild this camp. And, we need fabric, so go make yourself fabric for your new home. Please enjoy. Alright. A mere 20 seconds and we will get our people back. Hey, the pipes are done. Good. Good, good. Shabam! What do we get now? Carpenter is certainly tempting. Bakery's also pretty tempting. The biscuits and pie would be excellent. Cookhouse for biscuits and dye is good. Clay pit is nice, but I don't think we need it. Still got a lot of clay. There's a lot of clay on the map usually. There's also reeds on the map. There's also resin on the map, so like, why would I? Carpenter is very tempting for 2-star planks, which we will definitely want. Bakery is, however, really good. If we can get to flour, we'll be well on our way to making biscuits and pie for the frogs and the beavers, which would be lovely. It is good. Carpenter helps me out right now, though. I can afford to do long-term plays. Let's take the bakery. Maybe the expedition will come back with a lumber mill and I'll be like, ah, I was right the whole time. Vindication. There we go. Kelpie is done. Got a reputation. We love to see it. Cobbler's great. Supplier's great. These are all kind of great. Cobbler for boots, better building materials and dye opens up a lot of good things for us. The supplier also opens up a lot of good things for us. More pertinently, better planks and flour I can make biscuits and pie out of, so that kind of feels like the you can't not take the supplier thing. I miss harpies eating biscuits, to be honest. It was really nice synergy with the other races. Like, jerky and paste now? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get it. Why would you switch from biscuits to paste? It's getting done. That just needs planks, and we are slowly doing that. Chop the tree. Alright, farm exists. Excellent. All the planks go to the supplier so we can make better planks in said supplier. How many of these do we have anyway? We have a bunch. Any allocated to beaver homes? No. I could tear down a beaver home to supply this. Sure sounds awfully tempting when I phrase it that way, huh? Yeah, let's get our massive amount of builders on that. Beautiful. Better planks. You love to see it. Swap you out with the frog, because I want both of these guys working on planks in the supplier where they're happy to be working. And go to the stonecutter camp. That's all good and fine and lovely and dandy. You two go to the fishing hut. Yeah, I like that. Rebuild the beaver's poorhouse. Or the poor beaver's house. It's not a poorhouse. It's perfectly reasonable accommodations. You two... Actually, I want you two in the plantation. Make us some berries. You can collect roots. And that'll leave us with a single beaverish builder. A builder... Berverder. Don't ask. Just accept the random noises are a part of life. I have. Okay, Stonecutter's camp is now bone dry. We will need to find some more sources of clay relatively soon. So probably want to break into this section fairly soon, maybe even during the storm. See what we get. Oh, level 2 hostility is a lot. Please force the delivery of that fabric so we can build the harpy house faster. We're gonna need it. I can't fit the bakery where I want to fit it. This is a disaster. But just put it here, granted. Right across from the flour producing building. Seems good.
Yeah, hostility level 2 is, high. At least for where we're at. Expedition complete. What'd we get? The kiln. Huh. Helpful. Quite actually. Better bricks, option of jerky, coal, which will make our wood last a lot longer. What's in our treasure chest? Buildings are made faster, bunch of stone, bunch of water skins. Okay. Sweet. Y'all can fill the Strider back up. We'll get to enough roots soon enough. There's no blueprint to pick out from this. Okay. Yeah, just get us some loot. Sounds good to me. Let the kiln be top priority for where we put our bricks. He's making 5. Yeah, we're gonna need more. Gonna need more brick. Man, even with the harpies fully housed, they're upset still. That's rough. And in the supplier, no less. Jeez. I don't like where I'm at. It's ugly. But what do I expect on the flooded mines? Low hostility with a giant group of people? That ain't what you signed up for, Chris. You signed up for a lot more hostility per villager, and that is what you be getting. So you quit your belly aching and you get to dealing with it. Man, the music goes hard here. Well, I want to add accompaniments to it. Where did our bricks go? I know we had 3 floating around. Did they get dedicated to the frog house? They might have. They almost certainly did. Gosh darn it. Alright. Well, sorry folks. I need the bricks so I can make bricks. You understand, probably. Alright. Any meat we have should be transmuted into jerky, for sure. Keep around 20 bricks, and if we have any wood, I basically just want to turn it into coal. Oh, you're masons. You're proficient in this. Nice. Make sure we use coal as our primary source of fuel, and that should be excellent. Oh, we're out of wood, huh? I guess that tracks, given I just built a kiln and they took all of our wood to it. Fair. Oh boy, hang on for 5 seconds, Harpies. Okay. Well, cut that a scooch close, not gonna lie. Okay, break into that. I'd also love to break into this dangerous glade, which I should have queued up a while ago, honestly. But I didn't. Stop living in the past. Provision packs isn't terrible. Certainly makes trading a lot easier. It's good enough. Spend my rerolls on things that really are terrible. Use stormwater. I love the fuel mix and the parts. I also love the forum. It's very strong. Can't make either of these yet, but we will at some point. And I like the blueprint. Into the Ruins. Gets me a carpenter and +2 to wood production, which is really strong. Artisan's also fine. In fact, I might actually like that more. I actually like this one more. I like the +2 to planks and the massive amount of tools, but like... salvaging 2 ruins is a gamble, to say the least. If it was retroactive, I would pick it in a heartbeat. Because like, oh yeah, we already salvaged the herbalist camp. We're practically there already, but it's not. It really should be retroactive. But let's just do profitable caution. We'll complete some dangerous glades, which we were planning to do anyway, and call it good. Sahilda. I definitely wouldn't mind reduced fuel consumption. We only get 1 wood per chop. Yeah, I like that. Save the money for when we break into the glade and see if we need to panic or not. Hopefully we don't. But best to be prepared for everything to go terrible. Not saying it inevitably will, but I'm saying there's a what you'd call a non-zero chance. The cache is where I want to put my farm. No fair. I don't have any tools. Rude. So rude. Oh well. The farm's great though. Very happy to see that. Kept on fabric, huh? We could pickle some eggs to make the beavers happy, I guess. I'd just rather you help build, honestly. shop, boys. Sahilda won't stick around forever. I want to see what's in there before she leaves. I don't know if I need to buy a solution or not. Low on fuel again. It's fine. Small destroyed caravan. What's this? Get some roots every time you discover a glade. Nice. Not really super great. I think it's just send to the Citadel, like, for sure. Just need 9 packs of provisions. Newcomers are almost here. We'll get a bunch from them. Like 3 packs for every new villager. In fact, once they arrive, we should be able to just do that. Which sounds awfully nice to me. More fishing holes, huh? I mean, it makes sense. We're on a coast, but... Alright. Sahilda is leaving. I don't need to buy anything from her now. I do need to not spend 15 money like an idiot, though. So let's avoid that. Let's avoid me being stupid. And just not buy something because I'm like, oh, that'd be helpful. I'll just get that. I'll just snap pick that thing. Oh, that's a great idea, me. Oh, I sure do love it when I have these great ideas with no downsides. I don't know why I turned into Jordan Peterson, who inhaled helium there. Just try to ignore it. Let's see, this is an algae pond. We don't get food from that, crucially. It's important to point out. Come in! The water's fine or something? I don't know. Let's grab these guys. Seems fine. Alrighty then, let's get ourselves a tool shop built if just for the parts, or the pipes. And with that money and those provisions, just enough I should note. Send that to the Citadel. Alright. Set the bakery down. Hey, our Strider's back. Let's see what we get. Ooh, an epic treasure. Gimme. Sahilda's cookbook. Oh. Oh my. A ton of planks and a ton of boots. Oh, those are some good perks. Those are some really good perks, actually. Okay, well, we won't be making jerky directly then. We're just gonna make biscuits and pie forever. The herbs, if we've got them. Berries, we've got plenty. Fish, if you really must. Berries first, then herbs, then roots if you really must. Keep 30 biscuits around, 30 pies around, and that should do it for all of our food needs for a long time. In fact, possibly forever, which I appreciate. Definitely use grain primarily. Use algae, use roots if you need to, and algae only if you absolutely have to. I need a harpy on the blight post because it's a year divisible by 3. We gotta get this stuff built. Alternately, I wait until clearance, because then I'll get cyst cultivation and double my purging fire production and save myself, well, 50% of the coal I'd use. That sure does sound smart. Might even be smart. Maybe I should do that then. Be smart and all. You know, this one time. Oh boy, are we ever low on fuel. Should I be making a coal mine? There is a 4 stack over here. That is pretty good. Ideally, we take 5 stacks, but like, I'll take a 4. I'm not opposed to it. Also found a haunted guild house. The Holy and Everlasting Guild House. What does this do? Traders arrive faster, the guild's welfare. That's what the guild house does. I don't... What's the extra thing it does? Did we change it? Has this been changed? Does the guild house suck a little now? It does! Traders no longer come faster with the guild house. Gasp. Small fishing hole is idle. Go collect algae. Cyst cultivation done. Shabam! Beautiful. Double purging fire production. Bunch of paste to make people happy, and some corruption resistance, which keeps us below 100%, so I don't even have to worry about the storm. Not even a lee bit. Good to see. I should be transmuting these leather and scale into boots here. Because that would help out a lot. Who can I spare, though? I mean, I'll spare the beaver at some point, but... I guess this dude, when he's done? I suppose so. Fair enough. People from the fishing hut too. I don't need that many people on it now that we're growing our own food at a pretty healthy pace. I definitely see arguments for and against. Probably want to put harpies in the bakery because I plan to pipe it up. And if they can go a place where I can make them happier to be there, all the better. Where is my last one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right. Yeah. There, that's where I'm waiting on them. That place. The place I put them. Now, we used up some fabric. I will need somebody in the granary. who do I pull where? I guess the foragers camp makes some sense. Boy, sure is a shame I can't use biscuits and pie for this stuff, huh? I guess I make a field kitchen and do skewers. I'm not a big fan of the changes to these buildings, gonna be honest. Maybe it's because I am grumpy and set in my ways. But I'm grumpy. And I'm set in my ways. And I plan to make that everyone else's problem. Especially the devs. Collegium's almost done. That will be great. Excellent. Some food, some frogs, some parts. All good. Alright, you go in the granary to make fabric. I should be collecting these reeds as well. It's kind of important that we use that for good reasons. There's also trade offers, which I'm very reluctant to do. So reluctant, I'm not going to do them. What do you know? That's pretty darn reluctant, as it turns out. Well done here? You are. Good, good, good. Copy in the bakery. Pull you off the blight post, I guess. But for now, we'll see how one person does at full blast. Need somebody in the field kitchen to make some skewers so we can get another expedition rolling. Would love to make some packs of building materials, but that's hard. If I'm gonna put a mine over here, I probably want to like drop a warehouse near here, so the farm and the mine get nice proximity bonuses, by which I mean are close, and they don't have to walk as far. I do like the sound of that. Okay, we gotta stay below 4 or we're cooked. Sure would love to have a good idea of how I'm going to do that in the future. But I guess for now, I don't worry about it. Or maybe I do. Maybe I need to worry about it. That's bad. Almost got enough resin to clear the guild house. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get that done by the end of the storm. Speaking of which, let's get you here. Some boots. You're happier there. Put you in there. That's fine. I should Guess I should have been worried about the beavers being happy than the harpies, huh? What a strange moment in time that is. We are making boots, so I guess it doesn't, like, make no sense that the harpies are happy. Still worrisome. Ruh-roh. Harpies are just legit upset now. That's bad. Don't make me pause this. Don't make me pause it. That didn't work. Oh no. Oh no. It's bad. It's rather bad. Problem over here. We're capped on everything. Well, it's a good problem to have, I guess. Hopefully, between the jerky, the boots, the pie, and the biscuits, we'll get enough happiness to weather this. But it's definitely possible we won't. Poorly timed. Don't like burning coal. Don't like that at all. Not one iota. Not even a single tiny bit. Keeping up with boot production, I should note. Cold front. That sucks. Oh. Hi, beavers. Upset beavers. Don't be upset. Yeah, biscuits. Don't you love biscuits? You love biscuits. Be happier. People in my settlement? Madness. Alright, get them there. See who arrives. Prefer to have not a lot of people arrive, given that they're all giving me more hostility. Let's guess you guys. suppose you guys are it then. God, I'm so glad houses can be moved for free now. It annoyed the ever-living Christ out of me. Turn in building materials? Sure. What's our next legendary? Back to nature? That would make us so we're good on food forever. Which would be lovely. Minor problem, that would get rid of all of our food. I'm kinda not about that. Cooking steam could be actually okay. Sure, we'll take it. We'll also, in that case, definitely want to upgrade the geyser pump to store more, so we can get even more use out of that. What's my new building? Lumber mill, a stamping mill. Stamping mill's changed. Better bricks, copper bars. Tempting, honestly. Yeah. Stamping mill is not terrible. Explorer's Lodge is also, like, fine. We'll get us a nice +2 resolve. Gives us education, too. Something. Is metal more important? Probably. If I can start turning all my copper ore into metal, well, my small amount of copper ore into metal, I can start making tools and get some victory points, which I hear you need those to win, so that's probably a good idea. Copper fever, that ain't happening. There's 0 chance we will get that. Charity fair is also supremely unlikely. Lost knowledge is also really unlikely. Boy, these suck. These suck, and I hate them. What else have we got here? +2 to boots would be convenient. Do I want to, like, spend for it? It's only 3 money. Surely we can trade some packs of provisions for that. Some of our many free packs of provisions, sure. I'm fine with it. What else is the plan? Plan is I put a hearth here to expand the town out. I will want a warehouse near-ish. It's like right over here. I guess I should move a woodcutter over there in that case, huh? Just need all that gone. Need to get into there. Need all that taken care of. Please and thank you. Then we can, like, properly use this farm over here. Right now, it's actually kind of hard to make use of that. Speaking of things that are hard to make use of, I could start clearing out the guild house. We're not getting any global resolve right now, so now's an okay time for that. If you're gonna be literally idle in the granary, that's an okay idea. You are also idle. Shimwa. Go cleanse that. Good enough. Tiny bit of money. Sure. Hopefully we find some clay in this next glade, because I could use it. How's this going? Slowly? Well, keep plugging away. We'll get to it eventually. Fishing hut is idle. Fair enough. Guess we'll get a bunch of copper scales. Really glad I found this fertile ground, because we have not been getting a lot of food out of these places. Wow, more fertile ground? Holy moly. That's real good. Okay. Cool. Relinquish the roots, harpies. We need that for our expedition. Use those in emergencies, not frivolously. You're telling me our food is frivolous? Yes. Completely frivolous. What's this? A copper ore mine. If I fix this. Also, if I bought all of his stuff, I could turn in the forum, which I'm progressively more and more tempted by. Though, not at that price. See ya. What's your deal in here, guys? Capped on all of our food products, which, great. Not actually sure what to do with you then. Pull one of you off of that, put you in the granary, put another person in the makeshift post, so that we can start building stuff there. Get some building materials going, which I have been eager to get. Do I want a copper vein? It could end up just spitting out like, I mean, it's gonna be spitting out a very weak vein, 2 or 3, which is non-exciting. It would provide me a steady supply of ore. And that would provide me a steady supply of tools. Which should be important. Also, we can turn scales into copper, which I totally forgot is a thing. Oh, and we want to make bricks here from now on. So in that case, probably what I wish to be doing is putting mason in her, and make bricks in her, along with as much copper as we can get, really? Pretty much. I wonder if we should start making crop packs too. We find ourselves with an excessive amount of grain, which we sorta do. Turn that into crop packs, make it into fishing bait, make our fishing holes a lot better. Do wish I'd gotten the 2-star fishing hut at some point, but oh well. Locale is perfectly fine. I think I can be okay with myself if I drop the hearth there. And the small warehouse here. exactly, like, super far from the main warehouse, but I could just tear it down and rebuild it if I really need to. Feel like it'll be important. Well, that's your problem. We have some building material packs. Good. Go help build. Let's go ahead then. We have enough housing. I could just do some rainwater storage, which could end up being pretty nifty. Oh no, I'm out of packs. No. What do we do? Oh no. We do have some blight, so let's make sure somebody is on the blight post. Just so we don't forget. It's a very good price for eggs. It's about what the grocery stores are selling, Matt, am I right? Old jokes. Very, very cool. Very cool old jokes. Alright. Let's start some tool production. And if we run out of pipes, we will also make some pipes. I do need to keep 2 people in here. Just to keep up with boots. Would love to find a storm geyser, but there ain't one. Sir, it doesn't exist. Then make it exist. Sir, it doesn't work like that, even remotely. I don't care. Make it work. That's not how anything works, sir. You're fired. Feels a lot like this is gonna be way more useful as tools and pipes. But I am attempting to get a copper metal industry up, but then again, I can have a copper metal industry already. Oh hey, the guild house is done. Neat. So I could just use fish scales, and we get quite a few of them, and we're going to get an absurd amount of them from here, which is very weird. Ooh, so let's just disassemble it. I do hereby declare that we make copper out of fish scales. No, you're not allowed to question me. No, you're not allowed to question physics either. It works, and that's all you need to know. Expedition complete. We got a lumber mill. That is what I jokingly said we'd get. +2 to paste production, some trade goods, some pottery. Okay. Something. Yep, start another expedition then. Need some more skewers, but oh well. Got plenty of jerky. Could probably use that instead of fish. But whatever. Use whatever we've got. I'm not picky right now. What's your deal, Shamil? No fabric. Mostly because we're putting it all into boxes. Everybody knows once you put something into a box, it can't possibly be used afterwards. What are you even trying to pull at that point? Crazy. Drop the lumber mill here then. Put a beaver on that. Stop plank production here. We need the planks, but the lumber mill is just like way better. Just like couldn't be much better than that. Any trade good packs I can sell this year? Not so much. Fair enough. Hey, the roots got cleared. I can make the road straighter now. Huzzah. Alright. Back to me being terrified. It's so much hostility. Who do I put in the plantation, huh? I guess you. I guess you can be swapped out too. It's fine. Gonna need more people relatively soon, and they're coming relatively soon, so that's good. Alright, we have enough for this. Let's start loading things up. Send out another expedition. We can spare a woodcutter right now, so let's do that. I would love to break into this dangerous glade. That would make me happy. I really need some way of reducing hostility. Because once I hit 4, we're in trouble. As I can't milk much more reputation, much more resolve out of what we got. I guess I could make some pickled goods, but that's only to help with beavers. Which is probably fine, to be honest. Yeah, seems okay. Can't really bring people in right now. Would be a bit of a disaster. So we don't. Sometimes it do be just that simple. Holy Guildhouse, Batman. Kiln is idle, because we're out of wood. Fair. Likewise, the lumber mill is idle for the same reason. Not surprising. We can squeeze one more woodcutter out. Let's do that and phrase it better next time. should get some houses over here as well. There's plenty to go around. So let's do that. Grain bags are certainly tempting. I don't think we're particularly close to winning, so I definitely would have time for that to go crazy. And I would love it if it went crazy. We could do a lot with Infinity Grain. Good enough. Food provisioned. 40 packs of provisions. You get the temple? Excuse me? But how? How could we possibly make 40 in that small amount of time? We'll get a ton from the people coming in. Should be great. But that only gets us so far. I guess I could make another makeshift post and have everybody working on it. I guess. Beavers. Where the beavers? Where the my beavers? The tool shop? Yeah, that's where you should be. I guess one person in the lumber mill's fine. You don't have much of a wood income anyway. Game? I mean, we gotta go for it. The temple's amazing and solves so many of my problems it would be ridiculous. Hello, Zorg. A lot of nice stuff here, not gonna lie. Let's wait for the glade to open before I spend all of my money, though. Can I sell packs yet? Nope. Fair. Can't really give up packs of provisions at this particular instant in time, also. I could turn algae into coal, but, like, I really use that a lot for everything else. Like, just the fact that it does expeditions makes it really precious to me. I've got plenty, granted. I could easily afford the cost of turning some algae into coal, but I'm stubborn. We are still capped, huh? I mean, we've got triple the amount of food we need for everybody, so, like, it's pretty much just fine. I can start making pottery if I run out, too. Maybe I want to queue that up. Sure. It's the last resort, though. If you have literally nothing else to do, you can do that. You go help build. You two go help make tax provisions. Because we need a ton of them, and we need a ton of them extremely fast. Extraordinarily fast. Over here, sure. It's a bit of a hodgepodge of housing over here, but I kind of like it. Sorg is leaving. Unfortunate, since we haven't gotten into the glade yet. What do about that then, Chris? Could just take the sickles. They're very good. It'll make sure we harvest at least 1 or 2 more plots per clearance. And that, on its own, is worth it. No deposits near the harvester's camp. And there's no more reeds anywhere. Okay, well... Welcome to downtown useless camps, population U. Small fishing hut is idle. Oh no. That's all of them. Huh. Well, that's funny. I need a service building to upgrade that. This will not get enough people in it to upgrade, but it could eventually. So there's that. Little lamppost here, maybe. Some decor. Seems okay. What do we get? A rain spirit totem. Ack. I can't do a whole lot with that at the moment. I would need a lot of more resin than I have, because I did spend all of it cleansing the guild house. How many parts am I rocking? I've got enough. I could like double up on the harvester's camp and hurry up the resin collection. It's gonna be a little nasty though. Much rather a quicker solution if we can manage it, but I'm not sure we can. Doesn't look like we really can. Got no way of making any of these either. No tea, no oil. I can make scrolls, but that requires me to have dye or wine, neither of which I have. Nor have the ability to make. I could call Sir Renwald, but I don't think he'll have any of that. How do you think, yeah, how long could it possibly take to gather 9 resin, right? Right? Yeah. As always, my plan of being optimistic is going to work out perfectly fine. Because I'm optimistic about it. That's the only reason. How are those packs coming along? Not bad. Getting a nice swath of 20 in pretty quickly. 18, which will get us a good chunk of the way there. Oh god, I forgot to turn off plant fiber here. No, I wanted berries. I wanted edible stuff. T-Doctor is also a really, really, really good building. So we're definitely going to put a hearth down here. Which is gonna take a while. So I'll have to clear out a lot of the forest, and I mean a lot. But we're already doing that. Hey, food provision done. Heck yes. That is exceptionally great. That even gave us oil for the Rain Spirit Totem, which I sure feel like I want to go ahead and take advantage of that immediately. Perform the ritual.
It's so spooky. So spook, much scare. Oh no! What dark forces will our Viceroy invoke today? I don't know, but I bet it'll be dark and spooky.
I am very tempted by the coal mine. Our fuel has been just barely keeping parity this entire game. Sure does feel like an alternate source would be wise. So let's do that. Ah yes, and we should build the temple and save our lives. That sounds great. We get a lovely seaside temple. That would be great. How do we make it pretty? A couple of parks. A little bit of a notice board so people know when potluck is. Some more flowers. And we'll grab the Rain Spirit Totem at some point. Although I kind of want to make some, like, shrines instead, because it's pretty. Kinda love that. Strider's back. What'd you bring me? +1 to coal production is actually kinda cracked. That's going to double what we get out of the coal mine, and that's real frickin' good. Like, super duper good. We be very happy to see that. We could use roots again. May as well use skewers again. Go get me an industry building, I guess? Sure. Sounds lovely. Need somebody making skewers, though. Oh yeah, we can stop our absurd amount of, provision pack production. Thanks. We're good now. We cleared that out. This is cleared out. So let's just trash it then. Only thing we want to do after that is make building material packs, but we don't want to make them currently. Well, we kind of do, in a sense, but we'll get there. Good. Let's get you making skewers, you loading up the port. And we'll call that good. How much longer for this? We will make it before the storm hits. That's a huge relief. Because that would have caused a rather massive amount of problems. Start the expedition. We maxed out on this, right? Yeah, we did. Ooh, we have 15 tools. That sure makes me wanna open this cache up. Ooh. To you too, friend. lot of extra beavers around. I guess they don't need to be in the tool shop. They're happy in the mine as well. Just swap them out. Might be a good idea to do that while that one's not working on important stuff. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Now 2 mine per mine here is really, really sweet. I'm gonna look forward to that quite a bit. What is our next step, though? I want to put another hearth over here to grab the tea doctor at some point. I guess break into Glades. I could break into the forbidden one. That feels exceedingly dangerous, though, is the thing. I kind of want to not. Put down an altar too. Space over here. Tucked away in the forest where nobody can see my altar to the sealed ones. You know, just so we hide our blasphemy. We don't want to advertise the blasphemy in general. Did I upgrade any other houses lately? Looks like a no, so I guess we'll just start a new one then. More pipes. Almost done over here, folks. Looks like it. I will certainly be appreciative of the minus 50 hostility. Beautiful. Ooh, he's rough. Stamping mill here. Yeah, we're almost out of clay. That's why the bricks aren't getting made very fast. Right. I had repeatedly said, boy, I sure hope we get some more clay pits in these places. And we never did. Which was bad. Ooh, speaking of bad, we got some blight. Let's get somebody on that. While I just absolutely headbang to this. Should consider opening that for the tablets. We'll use that as a last resort, I think. Headbang actually made me a little dizzy. Temple is done. I can sneak in some hostility reduction now. And now we want to burn stuff. What stuff? Doesn't matter. like it to be useful, granted. Man, I'd love a woodcutting cornerstone. Maybe next year. What's up, lady? You're all done? Good. Good to hear. More people. Really not the time. We'll get back to them. This turned out nice. This is a cool temple. No one can tell me otherwise. I like it. Alright. New year. We have done it. We're alive. You guys. Would love to get another beaver on woodcutting / the mine. So you're it. Congratulations. There is some woodcutting cornerstone. Rooty ground is painful. I have no real way of increasing planting and gathering speed, and that is where all of our food's coming from. Which sucks. Had to put up, like, probably more farms. Don't really have the people for that. It's very tricksy. I do sort of need the woodcutting cornerstone, though. Bleh. Bleh. No, sir, I do not like it. I dare say I hate it. I still have 40 packs of provisions. Oh my lord. Well, I just brought in a ton of people, so that makes perfect sense, but still. Feels ridiculous. Sir Renwald Redmayne, how are you? Bonus to pie production is lovely. So is the bathhouse. I might try to grab both of those if I can. Worker mobilization is not bad either. I am using it a lot for all of my building materials. I sure would love it if I got more out of it. It's not like critical though. Should increase my food production just in general. It's almost universally a good idea. Call that good. Let's break into this Forbidden Glade, tighten our butt and hope it doesn't kill us. You sell mushrooms? No. Fair. What do we got? The Fishman Lighthouse. Spooky. Very spook. Does provide sea marrow though, which sure does feel like that's worth an impatience point very easily. Could burn it down, get a bunch of stuff, but like there's no sea marrow on the map apart from tertiary resources from other stoof. Oh, there's a better coal vein already. My god, alright, well, whatever. It's fine. I'm not angry, you're angry. Let's go right ahead and cleanse it with our resin. That seems great. It's going to cause massive amount of hostility, but it's fine. It's not fine, turns out. Ruh-roh. Well, what's the plan now, Bippy? I guess 2 harpies in the bakery? That's the plan? That's your whole plan? Yep. Turns out. Okay. Let me know how that works out for you. Large cache. Nothing too critical sitting in it. Anyway. Don't have to buy a solution at the very least. Probably want to pick up the bathhouse in some way, shape, or form then. Sell some of our massive amount of packs of provisions for it. Seems good. I'd sell some roots if it was a better price for it, but it's kinda not. That'll do. Work on the trade tablet thing. The carpenter gives me access to luxury good packs. Do I care? Mildly? It's better than not having access to it. Certainly one can't deny that.
Sheep.
Do we have... Yeah, we have 30. Good. We have enough to roll with that. I hope you guys have already started. You have. Good. And we should be able to get by before the storm hits. And that'll be lovely. And I guess I just fast forward from here. This pause brought to you by Renwald leaving. I don't think getting the makeshift post upgraded is worth the cost. So we will say thanks for the visit. See you later. water are we storing now? 200 from one geyser. That's kind of crazy. Like, we're actually making very good use of cooking steam. Like, we're pumping out biscuits and pie. This biscuit and pie train don't stop. Don't stop for nothing. The light rod system appeared. Well, that's lame and I hate it. Why you gotta go and do that for, huh? Event decision. Oh. Something finished, and it's the lighthouse. Well, we did it. Just drop that wherever. Probably put it in the new hearth at some point. Back, why don't I just slap it down there now? So people don't have to look at the giant spiky fisherman outpost that's feeding us sea marrow. Which is real sweet. Gotta say, steady income of sea marrow sounds lovely. Cooperage also sounds quite lovely. Hey, there's that access to luxury goods that I was pondering about having. Cool. What do we get to? Ooh, a brick mold. And a bunch of building material packs and some resin. I love all that. This was all pretty great, actually. As it turns out. Start another expedition. Love that. Get some roads up her. Get some builders working on this. I'm sure we can use another small farm. Certainly, it can't possibly be bad to have. Any good trade routes? I can most certainly trade away some sea marrow at this point. I think I'll wait till I get a couple more before I send it out, though. It sounds like it would be smart. Alright. Nice, easy, forbidden delayed. You'll love to see it. I should do this glade too, to clear profitable caution. That would be smart. It would also be smart as putting somebody on the blight post and upgrading it. I'm gonna do both of those. Although, if I make an automaton, I don't need to man it. I can't possibly be the best use of my building materials. But it is, however, a funny use of my building materials. Which tempts me greatly, I gotta say. Okay, well. I used them on non-funny things, I'm sorry. Pragmatism got the best of me. I'm boring. And off the Strider goes. Get me a legendary. That'd be sweet. We got pretty lucky with the fertile ground, gotta say. For all the luck we didn't have with our orders, we definitely got it in farming. Which I appreciate. Never let it be said that Chris is ungrateful. Where can I put this thing? Put it here. block off the road access? Kinda. Kinda don't care. You can use resin for coats, huh? Maybe I'll do that. No suitable trees near the woodcutter camp. Really? Thought I told you to break in there. I could have sworn I told you to break down that danged tree. I want it out of my sight. 'Tis an eyesore and a terrible, terrible thing. Boy, even with rooty ground, looks like most of our harvesting got finished fine. Might be because we didn't plant enough, but I'm gonna pretend it's good.
Tatokua.
Batokua to you too. Alright, put a harpy on the post then. We only have a mere 4 cysts. It's not gonna be a big deal. What will be a minor deal though is the storm. So let's burn a bunch of wood, make some progress on the temple, and say hi to Isabel. Hi Isabel. Oh my. Oh my. You're going to tempt me with the summon smuggler, huh? Can't not click that button. Okay, I don't want to murder Max. So I want none of these. I want none of these. I decline. Bring something better next time. Can I find some dye? Oh my god, they did finally make it so you can search by ingredient. Oh, I love how much attention they have to detail and quality of life stuff. Tincture is probably where I want to go with this. Almost certainly. Opens up the most stuff. Yeah. So we got the tincture for dye. Easy. Big fishing hut would certainly help out a lot. Clay pit would be more tempting if I'd found a clearance geyser at any point. But I didn't. Could use a cannery for paste, I guess. If I'm gonna go ahead and get the ability to make dye, the ability to make paste seems okay. Wish I could make porridge and paste in one building, but I guess that's too much to ask. Let's grab the cannery. It feels very weak. Feels like a very weak pickup. Could get the cloth here. Get way better coats. Do I need better than 2-star coats? Probably not. So the cannery is kind of like the best thing I can get for the needs I have. For the most part. We just got access to wine and scrolls in the last pick we picked up. I guess I could get access to incense. Is there any good incense buildings? Brick oven's okay. It's a biscuits and not a pie place now? What? What's this madness? It's crazy. Tea house is great. Give me access to treatment and incense, which would hit 2 of our needs. So do I want paste or services? I think at the end of the day, probably want paste. Services are a little hard to keep fully saturated. And by a little, I mean a lot. I could make bad paste all by itself. Oh boy. Chris is hemming and hawing. We're gonna be here a while. He can't make a decision to save his life. Apothecary, maybe? Does hit treatment and porridge, which I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's stop wringing our hands and just like do something. That sounds like an okay plan. Alright. Oops. Right, I did order them to do that. That's my bad. Turn them in for money. Farm that thing. What caused that? Oh, Harpy reputation. That's rather amusing. We gotta keep below 4 though. It's very important. Got plenty of grain. Let's just sell a bunch of it. Yeah. That's good. Now that's interesting, given that we have a massive amount of fertile ground that we don't really need to use. Sure does feel like a good idea to grow metal when I have a tool industry possible. Oh my god, wait a minute. It's the first herbalist patch we've found all game. Amazing. We thought it didn't exist. Burning through a lot of our wood, but that's by design. Honestly, wouldn't mind putting more beavers on wood cutting, to be honest. Honestly, to be honest. That's sure a phrase I said. We're kept on tools. You go clear out this cache. I assume you will not finish before the storm ends, so we'll be fine with the hostility tick down, or tick up, or whatever. All makes sense to me. That's what's important. Let's keep frog maxing, I think. Massive spike of hostility, but oh well. price you pay for frog maxing, which is a phrase I'm going to say until it annoys people too much. 11. I do need another herpass. Herpasses. Herpass. Need more frog homes as well. Which I have to remind myself I can move for free, so you can just slap them any old place for the moment. You don't have to min-max that. I know you want to, but you do not have to. I do love seeing minus 100 hostility from the temple, and it's only getting better. That makes me feel real good. Okay, we'll make dye here. That'll be lovely. Can make wine too. Certainly don't see why not. Guess we'll need to really staff this then, and probably pipe it up. Okay. Dye will be used for coats, of which we will need many. And then we make porridge. Need another harpy. You pull out of the tool shop, you can go to the apothecary here, that's fine. Aren't you making porridge? Wouldn't mind you making tea either. Get a couple of barrels, I don't mind that. Being dedicated to the cause, you can use any of this. Actually, use dye. We can grow dye, that sounds like a better idea. Cap out on 60 porridge, that'll be good. Is a fine setup, I think. I do need to spare another beaver for woodcutting once the storm ends, but for now we're fine. Actually, I could just pull you out of the temple. I know I like to have a... Oh god, what's the word? What's the word for having all types of people there? Oh god, I can't think of it. Disappointing my English teacher mother. It's not ecumenical. An ecclesiastic. Egalitarian? Sort of. Oh, we ran out of wood. Whoops. This will be burning coal. Putting all the woodcutters back to nope. We're at 0. Rude. Very rude. Sorry, friends. Kinda need you on a farm. Weird, I know, but... what does one do? 3's probably enough. It does take a minute and 20 seconds to sow a field of this stuff. Which means we're gonna get, at best, 6 fields. I guess I do need another beaver in there, huh? Feels bad. Feels very bad. Oh well. Is that what we're rolling with? I don't feel like that's what I want to roll with. I feel like I want to make sure my woodcutters are fully staffed before anything else. Sure do. Alright. Pop this glade. See what we get. Do we get leather anywhere? I don't think so. I am making a lot of biscuits. That would make our root collection, like, go crazy. And that might actually be worth picking it up for. Frequent patrols is a nice minus 40 hostility, but we're at least theoretically good on hostility now. I'll just take spices. Double up on our root production eventually. It'll be lovely. Better boots sounds lovely. Let's hold off on buying too much until we see what's in our next glade. Thank you. Thank you for your service, madam. What do we got? Fallen frogs. Tragic. We have the money to pay for the funerals. Let's do that. Could also rob them for tablets, though. I do need 3 of them. But I don't need them that badly. So we're just gonna not. Gosh, this is ready to upgrade, isn't it? Just need some aesthetics. Well, maybe I should go ahead and do that then, huh? I'll put down an anvil next to the mine. That feels appropriate. Then... lamppost next to it, just to be like, hi there, welcome to the mine. Little bit of a service building here. We could put some decor here, kind of like that. Let's go with these things, because it feels like that matches the theme a bit more. A chest in the between it. Yeah, it's the guild house. Of course they want to loot stuff from a chest. Who wouldn't want to loot stuff from a chest? Especially if you're merchants. No mushrooms for sale, that's fine. We don't need to buy anything from you, so just +1 to global resolve sounds kind of lovely. Take those. Ooh, we can also buy training gear from you, which would be pretty sweet. Yeah. On that note, we're not using wine, yeah, because the Holy Guild House is not staffed, so we're just kind of waiting for wine to be produced, and then we can finish the forum. And that's pretty nice. Hello, Strider. What did you bring? A rare chest. I think that was the worst you could have brought back, but we won't dwell on that. Packs of crops, some barrels, and Packs of goods made faster. That's a bit of a whiff, gotta say. You kinda just disappointed me utterly. I can make much more efficient porridge now. So I probably should lean on that. With people that I have and can spare. Where are those people? Oh, you ran out of resin. Somebody must have taken the resin for something. Probably the coats here. Yeah. Nope, not using resin for that. Sorry, my mistake. Okay, that's better. Now you got enough. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. What was I doing? I was grabbing somebody from a non-critical place to do things. I need you to constantly be making boots. I guess I could pull people from the temple. It doesn't affect our resolve for the moment, so I mean, I guess. I very much doubt we'll ever be making skewers again now that we can make porridge. I want to speed this up too. Make sure we're well stocked in porridge before you make, let's face it, useless tea. You certainly have a lot to deliver, sir, but you'll get there. We'll get 24 tools someday, I'm sure. Looking forward to that. Have enough money for this, right? Yeah, it's all allocated. Good. Do I want to buy anything? How many tools could I get for all of my money? 2? I guess. I guess. How are we doing here? Lack of porridge, I imagine. Also, it's taking you forever to bring everything over. Like, why, though? How could you possibly be carrying this algae for this long when the warehouse is there? I don't know. I don't know, and it turns out I'm not going to find out. Yeah, why don't you go help make porridge, actually? We have need of that. Alright, this is all taken care of. Can I afford another one? I can. Because I picked that thing that gave us extra wildfire essence. Like a smart person would. forum is now done. Just turn that in. No reason not to, really. Don't know where we're gonna put this, if anywhere. Certainly wouldn't mind, like, staffing it. God, we have actually way too many service buildings with all the ruins we managed to get. That's crazy. Hey, we found a bunch of reeds, too. I should collect those. So we use those for fabric, and I don't have a lot of them. If you're gonna just sit there being capped on food, I'll pull you out of there and put you on something more useful. Speaking of putting you on something more useful, you're no longer in critical need of porridge. Actually, we're not in critical need of wine either. Maybe I do want you in the apothecary, as it turns out. What do you know? Probably want to rebuild this once we get some cloth from somewhere. We're kind of using all of it for coats, which is good. We want to use it for coats. We want coats. It's just, that's where all our fabric's going. And I wish we had more. Well, we don't. So, you know, cry more about it, basically. How much jerky are we sitting on? Quite a bit of extra. We could very easily afford to sell it. It comes for free with the pie, after all. Speaking of pie, we should up the amount we store. I don't know why I landed on have the amount of people you have times 3 number of food to make sure you don't run out, but I did. And it's worked out. It's probably only worked out because I don't pay attention to it, but if I did, oh man. Then you'd think I was super awesome at the game. You are idle. Nothing to make into copper or bricks. That's fair. There's a very useful place I had in mind for you like a second ago. The geyser. Got us some drizzle water. Hey! Reputation up. Lovely. I don't. I mean, like, training gear is okay. The end. I might just take the clay pit. If I'm, like, getting to a point where I'm brick locked, this would be really handy to have. So, sure. Maybe it'll be useful. Love to find a clearance geyser, though. But, you know, one crisis at a time, really. Hearth is up. I'll have to man that at some point. Just need more people again, huh? Or have you be finished. You'll be done in the next minute. It'll be fine. What me worry? Never. Never worry. Never punish, never worry. we're not using half this farm anyway, so I figure like, well, let's just put that down. If you find us clearance guys, we'll be all ready and raring to go. My god, we're fast at making food. Cooking steam kind of went crazy. It's good to see. Okay, temple is fully manned, yep. Plenty of blight. Plenty of this for the blight storm. Plenty of fuel to burn. We're in a good spot. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't bring you in right now. That'd be way too much hostility. And I don't have nearly enough people for that. I mean, I guess I could get woodcutters. I guess that's fine. It's dangerous, though. I don't like that. I don't like it being very dangerous. I'll bring you in once I've made some housing. How's that? So, yeah, it's 2. I'll need another one. Okay. Beaver House. Frogham Home. We finished Profitable Caution. This would push me up a hostility level, which I'm not eager to do. Frightening. Isabel, what do you got for me? Not sure any of these are worth it, even though I have more meta progress materials than should be legally allowed. I guess camp production's nice. That's about it. Certainly not bad. I don't think Impatience is going to be high enough for Rebellious Spirit to do anything. So F it. Do I break into this next? I think I do. I think I put on my big boy pants and just do another Forbidden Blade for the heck of it. We can certainly handle it. Granary needs another person. We are not keeping up with code production nearly at all. We gotta change that. Also wouldn't mind putting people in the guild house either. I could start making scrolls in the lumber mill if I wanted to. Probably do. Maybe not like right now, but in the future. The future where I'm not burning an absolute truckload of wood to stay below 4. Probably don't want to increase my wood consumption with that going on. Oh, we're out of leather and fish scales, huh? Oh no. But I needed those. And I can't use any of the fishing holes. They're simply too strong for my tiny fishing hut. You can't handle my strongest fishing holes. My strongest fishing holes will leave you on the ground. I'm very funny. I have the freshest humor. How's this doing? Pretty darn good. Got up to 200. Love to see it. I can always cut woodcutters if I need to. I might have to, but for the moment, we're looking fine. Ooh, yeah, you can use crystallized dew now, because we be growing that. Which is great. Expedition complete. What do we get? The cobbler. Better boots for all of that leather and scales I don't have. Well, that'll be nice when we have some of those. Maybe we'll even have some of those at some point. You never know. What else do we get? Tools. Traders arrive faster. And some copper bars. Not bad at all. It's actually kind of sweet. Alright. Y'all start a new expedition. Oh, you're capped on coats. That's great to hear. Well, keep plugging away. Cobbler, go here. Cobbler, go here. Cobbler, go here. Cobbler, go here. Chris make decision, but good. We'll be making packs of building materials in there now. Which means I don't want to make them in the post anymore, which means I probably will never use that again. So we're gonna tear that down and call it fine. How we doing? Doing fine? Could tone down the wood sacrifice just to make sure we don't run out before the storm ends. You're all done. Excellent. I could use the builder. You, I need you to keep making flour. You to keep making dye. I mean, I guess I could staff the guild house at some point. Let people drink wine. I could do that. I'm allowed. Minus 225. You do love to see it. Reinforced axes is always good. The dye extractor would be nice if I'd found any insects in all of these glades I'd popped, but I didn't. Cause you suck. Let's grab the reinforced axes. Couldn't possibly go wrong with faster woodcutting. Certainly feels like I can't. So yeah, let's just do what I said I'd do. Let's pop into the Forbidden Glade. For fun. It's just a lark, that is. It's a big old chuckle. We'll be like, we played with forces beyond our knowledge. That was fun. Wasn't that fun, guys? Oh, we love that. We love that for us. 2-star scrolls is better than 1-star scrolls. I guess I'll build it for that reason. You're good there. And yeah, I guess we can make scrolls. Maybe we'll do that at some point. Hi. What an interesting array of perks you've brought. Brick mold's very good, so we click that every time. Fish scaler also very helpful, click that. Tea infusers, nice, also unnecessary. Let's hold off on that, see if we need to buy a solution to the glade. Maybe I want to move these guys over here to make sure we break into the glade faster. Certainly sounds like something a good player would do. Guess I'll do it then. If I really must. Yeah, minimum rarity is in fact blue. Ooh, look at all those people not doing much of anything. I guess we don't need you in the apothecary then. Probably have one less person in the tool shop too then. Especially since you're not making boots there anymore. Because we have nothing to make boots out of. Speaking of which, do you have any leather on you, Zia? No. You do have scales, though. That sure feels like something I want to buy. Trade some of my grain for your scales. So we can make some boots. Sounds lovely. Let's also stop making copper bars out of it. Got plenty. Don't need it. Then we shall make stuff in the cobbler. Cobble. Any good trade routes I should also look at. This is meh. But we do have excess jerky, so I may as well. A bakery. We already have one of those. Guess we tear it down. And a noxious machinery. So we'll destroy everything in a 10-field radius if not taken care of. That's a little frightening. Ooh, accumulated dew would be a nice perk, but we're already growing crystallized dew. Doesn't feel particularly needed. We can use coats, we can use metal. Kind of fine with any of them, honestly. I guess coats are like slightly more renewable. It doesn't feel that way though. We're not even using our metal right now. Yeah, just use copper. Just use copper, go cleanse it. Somebody making purging fire since we just spent 12 of them. Sheesh. We found another hut pond we cannot use. And a bug nest we cannot use. Okay. Not gonna call that the biggest help, but it is help, I guess. I guess we can pick this up for the fun of it. Also, how much will you give me for like half of the grain I have? That much money, huh? I'm down. I don't think we could possibly spend it fast enough. So may as well get some money out of it. And now we have tools. We sure do. Send that to the Citadel. See if we can't get ourselves to winning. Yes, winning. The thing I'm trying to do. Hello, my kitty. Just opened up the door. My adorable little princess kitty is a bit of a murderer. She killed a small animal and left it on the porch last night, which, I'm not gonna say traumatized me, but I was very upset to see it. I gave her a little scolding. I don't think it went through to her, because she's still, like, entirely carefree and happy. Which I should be happy about, maybe, possibly, I don't know. I don't feel like I should be. What do you think? What do you think, Kitty? Oh, you think it's lap time? Okay. That's fine. Go ahead. You can, in fact, literally get away with murder with me. You are, in fact, that cute.
You're a good girl. Who's a good girl? It's you. Oh my gosh, it's you. You're the good girl. Mm. Hi, yeah. It's not food time yet. Sorry to say.
Apologies if she beats her tail against my mic.
Hi, yeah. Girl. The girl. You. Oh, sweetie. Yeah. Yeah. Let's rub heads against each other. Cutie.
She has migrated to lying on my bed. I really don't need this many vegetables. Why am I making this many vegetables? What's wrong with me? I also need more farms and plantations to make use of all this fertile ground, but like, we're swimming in food. What do I care? The very notion that I need to sweat that out is absurd. Do need another harpy on the boots, though. Can I pull you off of that and still have it be done in time? I can. Good. Go get cobbling. Cobble, cobble. Can also make some building material packs, which I don't mind. I certainly do enjoy upgrading a bunch of these houses. Glade event done. Ooh, the cache event. Excellent. No deposits near Forager Camp. Really? Oh yeah, you took care of all that, huh? Take care of this. It's just in the way of a road. Normally I'd send you to the root deposit, but... well, I want this cleared out. I want this node specifically cleared out. Get to work! Whoopsh. Sorry, Kitty, I was not hissing at you. You're adorable. Yeah, I guess start making scrolls at some point in there. Hello. Still trying to get as many frogs as I can, though I don't think I'm going to hit 30 at any point. Feels less and less likely. I guess it's fine. It's fine. Need one of those. Need another harpy house. I should bring the woodcutter back. Because now I need this area cleared out. I do not need this area cleared out nearly as critically. Throw you over here. We'll get you to rebuild the tea doctor. We will get you to man maybe the stamping mill just in case we run out of bricks. We are not going to run out of bricks. No, Captain, you're not going to run out of bricks today. Greenery, we're good on fabric and pickled goods, although we can definitely stand up the amount of pickled goods we keep around. Put some people in the artisan, start making scrolls. Let's put it up to 60 biscuits, 70 pie. We're still fully saturated on all those. I could just throw someone in there for the heck of it, though. Thinking of places I could throw people in for the heck of it. Do I do this? It's so much cheaper to use pipes. Let's make 14 pipes. Out of whatever metal we've got. Plus we used a bunch of tools, so putting someone in there seems like a good idea. Also make wine. I could staff this as well with the excess labor, which sure sounds good. It is 2 global resolve, and I like that. Sure. Sounds sweet. Changed my mind. I want you to be over here and cut those out so we can put down fences. Because it's pretty. Hey, the noxious machinery is cleansed. We have saved ourselves from exploding, which is generally a good thing. Or so I'm told. Y'all's problem, run out of spots, huh? Fair. Really swap you guys out then. You in the forester's hut, you in the mine. Because the beavers are just so useful in other spots. Look at that, everyone's happy. Oh, we love seeing happy people, don't we, folks? Expedition complete. Rare sunken chest. The worst one we could have gotten, but we appreciate it all the same. Plus on to berries. Sure. Some barrels and some water skins. I guess there's been worse. It's the best praise I could muster. How close are we to winning? Pretty darn. Is there a small cache I can throw a tiny, insignificant amount of tools to? No. No, there is not. Unfortunate. We are making them, though, right? Oh, is it lap time again? Was the bed not warm enough? No, it was walk across Chris's lap so he feeds me time, actually. Even though it's not anywhere close to food time. Actually, it is pretty close to food time, but I'm busy. Anyway, I'm about to win. Renovator, upgrade buildings in your settlements 80 times, and it's Wednesday. Win a game with frogs on a Wednesday. Okay. Sure. Year 8 was a bit of a late win, but oh well. I really don't know how you're supposed to delay long enough to get this many expeditions going. Maybe I should be sending out shorter ones. Maybe I shouldn't just max it out literally every time. But I want rarity. I want rare stuff, because it's rarer and cooler and better. I don't want your stinky old normal rewards. They're stinky and normal. No one wants them. Hi. Open no more than 1 dangerous glade and gain 10 tools and 20 stone for the rest of the cycle. That sounds pretty darn sweet. I probably will do that, even though it will force me into the Scarlet Orchard. But that's fine. Let's turn in these deeds. It's Wednesday. What is this? What is this referencing? I don't know. Leave a comment to enlighten me about what the heck this is referencing, if anything. Anyway. Oh, Lori has a story. I believe I spotted some frog folk among your last caravan. Lori's eyes narrow slightly, her lips curving into a faint smile. Seems the Collegium has finally accepted you. That's the reason. It's definitely not because they didn't exist before the DLC. That's a good sign. Frogs rarely follow leaders who aren't their own. You'll soon understand why they're often referred to as keepers of the stone in ancient writings. They shape granite as if it were clay. She gestures broadly, vaguely pointing to her surroundings. Everything you see, the entire citadel, was built by them. Of course it was a joint effort between all the species, but they were the main architects. Take good care of them, they'll become a great asset on your expedition. Cool. Guess I have them to thank for the house, huh? Well, don't worry, Lori. I'm take care of my citizens, and I'll make sure none of them croak. I'm gonna send you off now. Gonna send you off to someone else. Let's go with the bar, who is doing bear crimes and Warframe, which I should have been doing today, but I was like, hey, you know what I actually want to do? I want to play against the Storm, and I did. So, the end. Cool story. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it a lot. I will be back on Saturday at the latest for more whatever, probably Against the Storm. Maybe I'll save Warframe for that day. I don't know. It'll be Warframe with Saturday. But we'll figure that out at runtime, as I often do. But until then, I hope you have a lovely day, evening, whatever it is. And you take care. Peace.